Hello. So, thought I'd do a video that is not music based, and yeah, been been persevering and living every day like it was yesterday. And yeah, uh, and what can I say? No matter what I do, I don't hear from anyone. I gave it, I gave a notice to my place on the 1st, and I'm hopefully going to be moving out of here by the end of the month, hopefully. I'm just a machine. I'm just a machine that does all these things, and no, I don't really hear from anyone, unfortunately. The same thing continues in different forms, so to speak. I try too hard, and in the end, it doesn't matter too much. But I think the thing that's been a little different is the change of weather. So we mostly get sunny days for the most part. Now we're in spring officially, and we've been in spring for a little bit, and soon to be summer. So, and I don't know if any of you look at my covers and what you think. You're probably like, well, I don't know what to think. But there's little interaction, and when there is, it's mostly negative, and there's get like a mouthpiece or some person I have to hide my channel from. I voted on the April 28th for the first time. I've never voted. But I thought, I just thought this was kind of a crucial, important one to kind of, that I should try and change, or try and, do this for the first time. So for a while, I know that your votes go to Ancestry.com, and then they get tallied and shown and stored away in some database, and it does. But even now, like just the other day, I was at the pool, and there's people just getting hot topic, like just uproar from politics or whatever. But me, I kind of laugh about it, because there's someone that still believes that 9/11 was a terrorist interaction. So I was just kind of laughing about that, because I would say, like, that the buildings go down like that, they go like that. And then there was a guy talking about how there was not to me, but he was just having open topic to someone there in the sauna room, and how there was a woman that was getting offended, and then he offended by somebody else, and then he told this guy, and then so, oh yeah, you need to have the first woman is your first priority. Woman is not my first priority at all, no. I don't know why people think so. I happen to like men and women, but the women don't really like me, and they have a high priority list. They have a high maintenance list. They have a high to-do list of what you should do and don't do. No, not even my mom and my dad I would really honor too much. Like females can open the door for themselves. They're independent. But then you say that to someone who's a normie, doesn't think right outside the box, and who is a NPC, a non-player character in the sauna room or something. So in my head, I just absorb all this stuff, and I'm, a little bit smarter when it comes to people. There's a video I haven't really started or finished yet, and there's just so many different things, philosophical things and whatnot. I'm exhausted, but I'm still enduring the loneliness and isolation. I don't self-isolate on purpose. Sometimes I can only do so much because I disassociate, but it's been pretty hard. I've had a lot happen to me, and then sometimes not a lot, sometimes not a lot happening to me at the same time. But I'm trying to write about it. It's really difficult on a certain someone that isn't around anymore, and I'm trying to write a song for him and about him. Still really hard, still really heavy. But there's a video that I was skimming across, and why dumb people think that they're smart, and there's a lot of those in my hometown. There's a lot of people that think that they're smart that are dumb, and I see them and go right across them, and they're basically a non-player character. I'm the main character. Even when I was homeless, I basically tried to visualize being in The Last of Us and seeing myself as someone avoiding someone from clickers and infected people. The infected people and clickers I saw it was people on drugs and just unpredictable woohoos. But yeah, I was homeless for like 2.5 years, so but I don't think I'm gonna have to resort back to that. Inside I'm just a little jumpy still. There's certain things that don't shut off. Like just things that have been said and from different people, different times, and it's a lot to deal with. I mean, I've had a scooter now, electric scooter, and that's been okay. What was that? And to have some covers and other things I'm working on, but I'm trying to do something original. Maybe by the time I leave here, I'll have something original again. I'm hoping I have something out by the time this year comes to a close. My head's been really itchy. I have like this psoriasis kind of thing, and I use Selsun Blue or Jason shampoo and conditioner, which is about 84% aloe vera. But Selsun Blue it's a pretty damn tough shampoo. Like, it's tough on your skin, and I haven't been using it a lot, but when my hair gets, it's anti-dandruff or anti-itch, and I gotta see somebody about it. I tend to leave all my problems until it gets really bad. They have to see somebody. Like, I haven't even been to the dentist since 2018. I had 3 cavities, 3 fill-ins that time, and I'm sure I have a plethora. I'm sure I have a lot right now. So, and I have a bit of an overbite. But I've tried to put myself in the community, like events and munches and stuff on certain sites that I've tried to see. Oh, there's an event happening, and go to it, and then no one talks to me at all, and I'm just waiting, and I'm waiting for someone to initiate all the thing, and this doesn't happen. So what's the point, right? So just stay put. Yeah, I'm turning 30 in a little over 2 months. In July. It's gonna be really crazy. And my hair is getting to the length that I like it, because I've had my hair short in different forms, except for like a mohawk. But I don't think short hair is really good for me, because my psoriasis or eczema, skin issues kind of thing, it gets really irritated when it gets cut short. And when it gets cut short, you have to have frequent visits to a hair salon or a barbershop to keep it at that length, that short length, and to make it look, probably like every 2 and 4 weeks. But longer, you can go a little bit longer, because I cut my hair short and been covering up quite a bit for many reasons, because my hair gets really itchy, to prevent myself from scratching, but I can still scratch, and to keep my hair kind of contained, because maybe it's just too wavy, or you have some sort of thing that's just not right, and it's like, oh, I just want to, bad hair day, messy hair day, I just want to cover it up. And also, it's a style, so I have a lot of beanies, and I didn't know you have to wash them, so I've hand washed a couple, actually 3 of them. My black one, my red one, and my purple one I hand washed, and I have so many. I donated some before, but yeah, I didn't know that. My red and my purple one it made the water really dirty, and because I haven't washed them at all. My red one I've had the longest, so. But I had a bit of a trim to try and get it reshaped, because I'm still trying to grow it out, and hopefully I can try and find the confidence to not wear something, because I usually don't have to wear something, but it just feels good. It just feels good it doesn't feel right if I don't have something on my head. And for the most part, I've been on autopilot. I really hope that I can find a room and place soon. Every day I'm sending messages. People, it's draining because they're like, "Oh, are you available this time today or tomorrow?" And I'm like, "Yeah." And then the whole day they don't follow through on a virtual meeting to meet and see if we're able to be roommates. And then the next day, like, "Are you available for this?" And then they don't do it, and it's like, whoa. There's been a few people already that have just not said their word. Like, "Are you available tomorrow?" "No." "Yeah, well, yeah, I'm available anytime, I'm available anytime." And then the whole day just ends, and then there's still no virtual video call to meet this person where you're going to eventually rent the room. And same with the whole alienation of these events and stuff, and no one wants to do anything. So yeah, let's let it be. I don't need explanation and I don't need to give validation of all this stuff, but people want to people want to be in part of my life. They're always welcome to, but yeah. I was seeing an interview with Green Day today, and I've almost finished it. It was pretty good. It was with Billy Joe Armstrong and Trey Cool and Mike Dirt. And Billy was talking about the songwriting for him is you get your vulnerabilities, your insecurities, and your weak kind of spots out there, and it just kind of shows, and you kind of share with yourself some things that you wouldn't really put out there. And it's so hard for me. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna write a song. It's been about 9 years now, and I'm hoping that I can do something, but I don't really want to do it on my own. I would much prefer to be in a band and DIY, do it your own self, still be independent. Like, I don't want to go to any record deals or labels or anything. I've self I still self-produce and put my stuff through DistroKid, but I've only have two of my original songs on there, and some slowed down versions of A Place I Call Home. And I still have many ideas, but writer's block comes into play, and also my environment. So yeah, my last cover I did it outside. You can probably kind of hear the wind blowing with it. I usually tend to edit a lot of these things, but I'm probably not going to do it with this. Keep it real and raw and authentic. Sometimes my equilibrium is off. Yeah, nothing really feels right, but I'm still trying, right? Um, and I think with me not really paying attention to 3 Days Grace, the band that I was into for almost 15 years, that replaced a band that I was into for almost 13 years of my life, since I was like 8 years old. This band called Petra. I think I've been trying to well, I branch out. I'm trying to absorb other things. At the same time, I'm listening to the same things I've listened before, but I'm not really listening to 3 Days Grace anymore, really much. After the guitar player called me a retard on Instagram, um, so that really changes things. And I brought that up to several people and asked them, like, what would you do? Would you continue and absorb and listen to their stuff? And I was like, yeah, I would. I would not. I mean, they saying like, I would, I wouldn't do that. No, I would. You not listen to their stuff? Like, yeah, I would. If that happens, so it just kind of sucks. Those Green Day, you know, never been in contact with them or anything like that, but um, they're a mainstream kind of band too. But I've always there's something about it, like Adam Gontier, yeah, sure, Billy Jar Armstrong. I don't know. Maybe the thing about them is they're really into their politics, but like he just has a good attitude about things and life, and uh, same with Derek Whibley from Sum 41. Sum 41 is another favorite band of mine. I'm just not sure where he placed them. So there's like, there's other groups. I've also been listening to Blink 182 and listening and watching Mark Hoppus talk on an interview, and sometimes going back and listen to Black Sabbath. I only ever really care about the Ozzy Black Sabbath because pretty much that's pretty much it for me. Um, then there's Dio, but Dio is no. I think Ozzy was pretty much pretty much the original, and I guess the original four are gonna have a one-off show in their hometown in Birmingham, in United Kingdom in July, I think, early July. We'll see if that happens because Ozzy hasn't been in good health, and Bill Ward, I'm not sure about his health. Yeah, everybody's health been out the window. There's actually Derek Wembley, his memoir book at the library. Maybe I should go and read it. I haven't. I also have Tony Iommi's book, Black Sabbath book, but I have some other books. I have Catcher in the Rye. I've got Buddha's Brain. Buddha's Brain was given to me by someone named Alice. She also gave me, what was it called? Um, oh yeah, feel the fear and do it anyway. And I know the books are just right here. Uh, Something manage your ally or something. Oh, personal books. Yeah, I'm just twiddling my thumbs basically and feeling helpless a little bit. I really hate my scenario where I've been at for the past year. Always just goes to shit. I feel like there's so much weight in my face. It's a lot. It's a lot to deal with. I mean, I don't always really want to be here, and I'm still waking up and stuff. Eventually, one day we all won't, and we'll find out. We all have a deadline, expiration date. And when I do things, and I just kind of have the same kind of routine because financially everything's really tight. I don't get much each month, so it's just stick close to home, whatever home is, and so I don't do a lot of preparation for food because I don't have a lot. So I become kind of a little bit underweight. Kind of worry about that. Like I wouldn't be surprised if I become anorexic because of just how depressed I am to put food in me. And the places I go to for food, uh, they're not that great. They're not that nutritious, and they're just crap. And the environment, the area where you go to, there are people there that are dumb that think that they're smart. And it's just like, face palm every day, face palm. Get me away from all the NPCs. But I have a bit of strategy. I did have kind of strategy when I was seeing myself into The Last of Us, thinking of like that. When I was roughing it out and having no home to go to. And yeah, so now I'm a bit in a place, but it's not the greatest. It's really not that great. And I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I don't know what I'll do. I don't think I'm going to be gaming tonight, I don't think. I've been kind of working on songs that I've been working on my phone, on kind of the Pro Tools of BandLab. Um, just my hypersensitivity and hyperfocusedness on that, and having to get it right because I'm such a perfectionist. Like my sensitivity to everything, especially with sounds and music and hearing details people don't really listen to. So I picked that up. I picked that up pretty easily. Uh, I'm just hoping that something happens soon. Because I can't really wait anymore for anything. Patient as I am, it's just really complicated, and yeah, not a lot of people understand. Because I send them a link to my video I covered it. What do you think? And then they end up blocking me or something. So, and the rotation continues, nightmare continues, the cycle repeats. But I don't really ask for it. It just happens, just the luck of the draw. Black sheep, black sheep. And sometimes I feel like I'm spinning. Like, what is there? Is there any energy to speak of? When I got my scooter, a couple days of ever having it, I did a deep cut to my little good cut there on my left ankle, and still healing. I think it's probably gonna scar. So that my left leg has gone through a lot of different things, a lot of damage, soft tissue damage, and yeah. But I'm still walking on it. I'm trying to try and take it easy. I can only do so much, and I'm trying to write here and there, and a book I've had for a long time. I also have a couple of I have a little tiny red book and a little tiny black book I was writing in. So I have other things, and then sometimes I write on a note app on my phone. But for some reason, when you're writing on pen or pencil on an actual physical paper, on a notepad instead of a device, yeah, it probably puts a little bit more effort, or it takes more effort, or it's the release of all that. But I don't do it a heck of a lot. I used to doodle when I was in high school and middle school, elementary school. I used to just kind of, but my whole art form is more sort of musician, but branching out, trying to do these other things. And I try, but I become anonymous and don't have a chance. I just feel that. I know that. I experience that. And I don't know. Every time I look at my horoscope, it's pretty bang on and right to the point. Like I've announced before that I've made a Discord or whatever, Telegram or some sort of thing, group where people that subscribe to me on here can go over here and chat with me. And I can say, hey, I made a Discord. Come and talk to me if you want to. And then 53 people look at it and they'll be like, what? But then they won't do anything. It's same when I was, didn't have a place of my own and was making those shorts and saying, hey, please ask me some questions so I could do a video on it. But no one would ask me questions. So, and then 100 people would look at it and be like, what do you mean? So, yeah, it's just kind of cold and, kind of hurts a bit. I mean, I'm gaining subscribers very slowly. Been on here for like 17 years. So, yeah, it's something I gotta just have to deal with, I guess. I had another channel that I spent like kind of like 2 years doing, and then it just got terminated and shut down on me without anything from CensorTube, any warning. So that sucked. And then kind of blacked out, alcohol poisoning before I did my first song in a while, and that was 3 Days Grace's song Redemption. And then I did that whole atmospheric cover outside, and That was a little bit after I had alcohol poisoning. I was not myself for like 6 days. I blacked out in Victoria at Vic West Skate Park, and yeah, I was not myself for like 6 days. I thought my whole body was gonna shut down. It's a story onto its own, but part of it was my former ally at West Skate Park who was homeless and had totes and stuff, and got kind of moved into a kind of rundown motel. I was visiting him, and then he offered me some sort of booze and thing, and yeah, it's not very good. I've actually had a few uh, beverages just to try. Uh, the Arizona iced teas are okay because they just taste like an iced tea. You don't really taste so. But the whole seltzer or ones that are more bubbly and more carbon, it's like no. No, I don't even I don't even take much THC anymore, really. And I'm kind of slightly feeling dizzy right now. I need to lay down and drink some water and just maybe just rest. Good. Yeah, it's been through a lot today. I felt like I've done a lot today. My brain is at maximum of sensory overload, and still too much, still too much. But thanks for watching, listening if you did. And I'm hoping something good happens, good news happens, and then I get to where I need to be. Okay. Laters, guys.